As you can see in this room here, we have baseboards that go around the perimeter of the room. The reason the baseboards have been selected is because they were already installed and they are now being put back on to cover the expansion gap around the perimeter of the room. Now, care must be taken when installing the baseboards so that when they are fastened to the wall and not to the floor. If you decide to leave the baseboards on, you can see that we have a quarter round here. The quarter round here will also be used to cover the expansion gap around the perimeter, and when this is installed, this is going to be fastened tight to the baseboard with care to be taken not to nail it down to the floor as well. A second choice for moldings that we have is our T-molding. The T-molding here would be used as a transition between different rooms, or when you're installing the same floor in different rooms and you want to cover up two sides and have an expansion gap in the perimeter. Our third choice in moldings is we call our square nose. A square nose would be used up against a doorway or some other installation whereby you have a square edge, whether it is carpeting or something else that will fluff up against it. The third option that we have for a molding is the transition molding, which we used in this particular installation here, where you're going to end the flooring in one room and you want to transition down to a lower level. Our fifth transition molding is our stair nosing. The stair nosing would be used at the top of a landing so that you would have expansion between the top floor as well as coverage for the riser on the top step. The stair nose can also be used on all of the stairs going up to the top. With regards to transition moldings, it will also be important to note that anytime you have a laminate floor, the greatest area you can install is 50 feet by 50 feet, and then you require a transition molding. Also, anytime there is a doorway, you will also be required to install a transition molding. If you're going to install a natural floor, like a hardwood floor or a cork floor, you will also be required to have a transition molding in all doorways, as well as any area 30 feet or larger by 30 feet.
Quarter rounds. Cover expansion gaps around the perimeters of the room. Always fasten to the wall and not to the floor. T-molding. Used for transition between two rooms when floors are the same level, and also used in large rooms to help maintain stability of the floor and doorways. Square nose. Used to butt against Torley's flooring to ceramic, carpet, sliding doors, or anywhere the quarter round cannot be used. Reducer. For transition between rooms where floors have different levels. Stair nosing. Transition from stair to floor, or choose the flush stair nose for a flat and seamless finish on your stairs. When installing laminate, a transition molding is required every 50 by 50 feet. When installing hardwood or cork, a transition molding is required every 30 by 30 feet. Transition moldings must be used in doorways.